Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is another Dragonair Silence God video, and today we're gonna have a look at the last two affinity pairing for the Mechatorque and my comps, and you're gonna see it up here on the screen. We're gonna talk about Radiant and Ice. These two comps have been quite surprising for me, in particular the Ice one. And before the 50% damage, this comp was an absolute revelation for me. I've been able to push the damage from the ice comp all the way up to 138 million, which was very surprising considering we're using 3 epics and 2 rare. And the other comp instead, so the one with Ardred and Huberg, is a bit less free to play, but that comp was way over the 140 millions, almost 150. And at the time, I didn't use this guy over here, Alvis, which I found out only after when we switched to the 50%. After the 50%, he would have busted damage that comp for sure, way higher, and probably would have been able to get around the 200 million. So these two comps over here are working full auto, so I'm gonna show you the timing at the end. You can run them before 50% and after 50%. This is the damage after 50%, which I'm happy with. 110 million and 82 million, 83 million for these two comps for me are good enough. The gear is gonna be as follow. So let's start from the ice comp with Voresh. Voresh is built for damage with the Rivatrix Druid, which I've got from the Famiander. He has good crit rate and good crit damage. High attack. He's going to heal the team a little bit. If you can give him a bit of accuracy, but even with low accuracy, he's going to tend to place his debuff once in the run anyway, and that's going to help boost your damage. Then we bring in Voje. Voje is a rare that has a 100% chance of placing Frost on a 3x3. In this case, it's perfect to activate Usha, so you place the Frost on all of the rest of the champion. It counts as a debuff, helps increasing the damage, and he is absolutely incredible. I've scrolled him because I have plenty of rare scrolls at this point, but you don't even need to do so. The main damage dealer gonna be Usha. She has the Arcane Music box and she's in an Emperor set. High crit rate, good crit damage, good attack. She's there to do the damage. When the Frost is out, she hit twice and she does more damage. So that is why we activate him with Voje. Then we bring in the two supports. In this case, we bring in Catherine in the protection set with the Everlasting Diamonds from the pillar to increase her enlightenment, her healing, and she's gonna do a lot of healing in this comp because there is not much else protection over here. Nissa or Nissa, she is been a revelation as well. She's not scroll. She has a good attack in all battles, so when you run before the 50%, if you want to boost the damage, you can use her aura, and you're going to get a decent damage increase. She has the Crowning Clean because she hits 3 times on the ultimate, placing blind and healing prohibition. When blind is placed, the boss is going to do 30% less damage, and this helped the comps a lot staying alive. She has also an attack penalty to honor battle skills, which is also 100%. Very good to reduce the damage we're taking. And this is the comp. Let me jump into the camp so I can show you the placement and the timing. So this is the placement I've been running for this comp. I've been placing Usha where the projectile are gonna spawn because she's gonna basically run forward to the boss and then turn around and hit them all with her ultimate. We cover 3x3 next to her, so she's gonna run in this position, fight with the boss, and then when she uses the ultimate, turn around and hit a 3x3 that cover the placement of the projectiles. Voje is gonna automatically do that on the 3x3 hitting those. Voresh has a full board skilled. Nissa, she's gonna run up to the boss and do her ultimate always on the boss, so we don't have to worry about her. And Catherine has a single target heal and a Nexus diamond shape, so she's gonna use it and cover the entirety of your champions. As far as timing goes, this is the timing I've been using. Basically, Catherine, like all my healers, it's free to go. She doesn't have any timing whatsoever. and it's gonna basically keep the team heal as often as possible. I put Nissa at 42 seconds because her recharge time is not fast enough for me to use on the first turn, but if you have her scroll and you have enough skill haste, so you bring the battle skills around the 12 seconds, you can bring this one down to 12 seconds instead of 42, so you get the action of her ultimate out on the first rounds as well. Everybody's a 30 seconds turnaround, and we are basically getting Voresh and Voje at 12.5, hitting everybody, giving us the increased attack, placing the frost, and then at the second 13, Usha turning around and doing that double slash on the projectile and doing massive damage. This is everything for this comp. You don't need to manual anything. You can run it full auto, and you're gonna have a good result, hopefully before the 50% and also after the 50%. For the Radiant team, we are running Ardred, Huberg, Gardrus, Alvis, and Garius. You can replace Garius and running him on another comp if you prefer. I'm using it over here because the comps are working good enough for me at the moment. I'm not too fast of playing around with this comps anymore. The boss is going to last only for another day maybe, so I'm done with it. And to be honest, the time consuming for keeping up with this boss has been off the chart. So let's have a look at the gear so you can see what I've been doing, and then we talk about placement and timing. I have Ardred with the Spindle because she heals for her battle skills, and I want that to happen as often as possible, and she's basically gonna heal more people with this artifact. She has 2 pieces of Monolith set and Zero set because I'm trying to push her skill haste as often as possible to do the ultimate and the battle skill. And that's pretty much it. You push the defense, and that's everything you need to do. Same it goes with Garius. Garius is built with the Scarab Amulet to push his defense, has a protection set. I want him to heal as often as possible and to bring massive heals. If you have the Gatekeeper stuff, you should definitely use it on him. It's going to protect your team even further. Then the activations for the increased attack on this comp is from Gardrus. I built him with the Zero set and the Crowning Clean. He doesn't have any scroll in, so if you scroll in, you can expect better performance for sure. He only has 100% chance of placing the recharge speed penalty on a 3x3, so you have to place it basically central to be able to hit all of the projectiles. And he has 75% chance of placing an attack penalty on the battle skills, which goes on the boss time to time. Unfortunately, being a scroll doesn't go up too often. Then I have my 2 damage dealer. The activation for the rally in this comp is from Alvis. I have him with the Rivatrix route, but to be honest, he doesn't bring that much damage, but he boosts a lot the damage from Huberg, because his ultimate grants 50% attack up, crit rate, and crit damage to an ally for 10 seconds. If the hero is on the rally while casting Consume Rally, and grants the above buff to another ally on the rally. So you hope that he has rally, so you place it on both of them, and then how you boost the damage basically, because Huberg ultimate hits like crazy. This ultimate is doing so much damage, is for sure one of the best DPS for this boss. And if you have a good cast support and better champion than mine to create comps around this one, you can push it over the 200 millions for sure, despite before or after the 50%. He's so good. He's built with the Arcane Music box, in my case, with the Emperor set to try to boost his damage, high crit rate, high crit damage, and high attack. And that's everything you need for this comp. Let me jump into the comp again, and I'll show you the timing for this comp and the placement. So this is the placement I've been using for this comp. I have my 2 tanks at the front. They're going to run up to the boss, but really don't matter because they heal full board, and so they don't really matter with placement. I'm using Gardrus in this position to be able to hit with his ultimate these 3 lines where the projectile are going to spawn, and I'm using Alvis and Uber, one next to the other. It doesn't matter because the ultimate works to the champions anyway. It's placed basically to one champion, doesn't have area or anything particular setting that you need. I just like to place them this way. And Uberg is basically going to hit the boss and all the minions except one. If you run it on auto, if you want to run it on manual, you can target the entirety of the board of the 6 minion and you're going to squeeze out a bit more damage. As far as the timing goes, this is what I've been doing. I've left Garius and Ardred as all my healers free to go. They use the ultimate as often as possible. And then I'm using basically the same timing. This should be 11 if it's booked. This should be 12 if booked, and this is 13 if booked. Really, if you don't have bugs, you're basically going to skip the first turn and you're going to bring everything to 41, 42, and 43 with 30 seconds cooldown. So you get basically the benefit of the increased attack first. Then all this is going to put the Raleigh, if he has it, hopefully, and the increased crit rate, crit damage, and all the good stuff on Uber. Then that's going to leash his ultimate and do crazy damage. That's everything for this comp, really. That's everything you need to know, and this is the last comp of my 6 comp for this boss. Hope you enjoyed this series of video, guys, and if you did, please leave a comment, like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you soon with another video about Dragonair Silence God.